Ah, Play-Doh, a staple of childhood. But it wasn't always that way. Play-Doh was invented in 1930 by Noah McVicker, and it was originally intended as a cleaner for wallpaper. It wasn't until Noah's nephew, Joe, took over the company and remarketed it in 1950 as an actual modeling clay for children. It hit department stores in 1956 as the Rainbow Modeling Compound. And nowadays, you'd be hard-pressed to find anybody who hasn't had an enjoyable moment with Play-Doh. Play-Doh's amazing, but can be really expensive, especially if you're paying for an entire class all year long. And the recipes online aren't always the best. Some tend to dry out. So I have today the greatest, official, best Play-Doh recipe ever. And I'm going to share it with you, along with tips that you can use to make it into a great lesson for little learners of all ages. Let's get started. What you're going to need is 3 cups flour, 1.5 cups salt, 3 tablespoons of oil, and 3 cups of water, and the secret ingredient. Okay, the secret, not so secret ingredient in the greatest Play-Doh recipe ever is cream of tartar. Now I have to admit, I have no idea what cream of tartar is. I've never seen a recipe that calls for cream of tartar except for Play-Doh. So basically, if you know any recipes, put them in the comments below, because as a teacher, I have lots of it and I'd love to find more uses for it. But I digress on the cream of tartar. All I know is you kind of need it. Do you have to have it? No, but should you? Yeah, because it's going to turn your so-so Play-Doh into really great Play-Doh. It adds volume, elasticity, and also it's a preservative, so you're going to be able to keep your Play-Doh a lot longer than a week. So now that we have all of the ingredients, let's go ahead and assemble. You're going to put the dry ingredients in a large bowl to start. So, flour, salt, secret, not so secret, but really use it, important ingredient, cream of tartar. Like really get it out, like it's important. Okay, now that you have it all in there, you're going to mix this whole thing up. I'm going to be really nice and use a spoon, but normally I'd use my hands. So here's the thing. Where we're at right now, everything we've added is a really good opportunity for you to include the little ones. Think about it. You have serious math skills going on. You can say, let's add 3 cups of flour. 1, 2, 3. You have 1-to-1 correspondence. You can say we need 1.5 cups salt. There's measuring. Is a half bigger than a whole? Which one's more? How many halves take to make a whole? So go ahead and include them. And it's also fun to learn while you're making and cooking. It's very natural, so get them involved. So, now that it's all mixed up, serious warning, no children involved, teacher time. You're going to add hot water. Not lukewarm water, not tempered water. I'm talking hot, boiling water. So keep the kitty cats away, all right? So let's start with about, we'll start with a cup. So again, boiling, my friends, not warm, boiling. And also at this time, go ahead and add the oil. So the consistency that you're going to want to start going for is it's going to pull away from the bowl. So as you start stirring and working those lovely muscles, go ahead and think about, how can I include the kids in this? This is a really great science experiment right here. What happens when we add water? Again, cup number 2. What do you think is going to happen? Is it going to get thicker? Is it going to get thinner? Is it going to change color? These are really great questions to put out there to your little learners, so take advantage of it. But don't let them stir it because it's hot. Okay. This is also a really good time that you can decide on color. The problem is sometimes half the class wants blue and half the class wants green. So go ahead and split it in 2. That's another wonderful lesson all in itself. Will the Play-Doh stay the same color? Will it change to different colors? All right, so you guys can see the Play-Doh is pulling away from the bowl. This is a perfect time to stop adding water. You're going to dump it out. Caution. It's going to be hot, like really hot. And I know you're going to want to knead it, and the kids are going to say, oh my gosh, it's ready, let's play. Heavens no, it's not ready. You are going to burn your paws. So let's wait a couple minutes. For all intents of magic moments, it's been 5 minutes. So start to knead. And you're going to want to think about it kind of like you would any kind of dough. The more you play with it, the thicker it's gonna get and the better it's gonna become. So give each kid maybe about a handful and let them go to town. You can talk about your day. How's it going? Anything new, exciting? You can talk about the weather. It's cold outside. You could talk about the light table. Did you see the new blocks at the light table? Anything. Just start talking and start working the dough. When, oh my gosh, this came together so nicely. It's gonna come together and it's gonna look like this, but whatever color obviously you picked. So choose your own adventure time. Will you decide to put glitter in it? Will you decide to subject your entire class to glitter for the next week? Add it. Now that your Play-Doh's all done, like yes, it feels great and yes, it's amazing to work with, but don't forget there's a lot of fun lessons that can come out of it. So go ahead, start rolling, and even simple questions like, wow, I made a sphere. I'm gonna make a cube, provided I can make a cube. A cube-esque kind of shape. Go ahead, insert these kind of vocabulary words. They're gonna come up later, and it's a really fun way to learn them this way instead of on a piece of paper. So keep playing with Play-Doh, make it with your class, because playing with Play-Doh is no small matter.